Page number 101. Treasury bill completed, commercial paper completed, certificate of deposit. Next topic, certificate of deposit. Certificate of deposit. Certificate of deposit is unsecured. Unsecured, negotiable means transferable. Negotiable instrument to procure short-term finance. In last lecture of OC, we have done instruments of money market. Money market is trading in short-term instruments, in which treasury bill, commercial paper we have done. Now today, certificate of deposit. Certificate of deposit is unsecured, negotiable instrument to procure short-term finance. Scheduled commercial banks and financial bank can issue it. Commercial bank and financial institutions can issue it. The first point, certificate of deposit means CD is unsecured, negotiable instrument, to procure short-term finance. Next important point, who is issuing certificate of deposit? So commercial bank, and financial institutions can issue it. Certificate of deposit, because commercial bank and financial institutions are issuing it, that's why it is given here that certificate of deposit is different from fixed term deposit receipt. Means certificate of deposit is different from fixed deposit certificate, because fixed deposit certificate is also fixed deposit certificate is also issued by commercial bank. That's why here it is given that certificate deposit and fixed deposit both are different terms. There is some difference between certificate of deposit and fixed deposit certificate. What is the difference? Certificate of deposit is transferable. Whereas a fixed deposit certificate is not transferable. This is the difference. So certificate of deposit is negotiable and can be sold. Here difference is given. Certificate of deposit is negotiable and it can be sold. Whereas fixed deposit is not opposite of this, not negotiable, thus it cannot be sold. It cannot be sold or transferred. Next point, scheduled commercial bank are free to issue as per their requirements within the limit of some condition. Means by following some guidelines they can issue certificate of deposit in order to raise funds. The price of certificate, important for one more question, the price of certificate of deposit must be minimum rupees 1 lakh. The price of certificate of deposit must be minimum rupees 1 lakh. So this is also short term. Unsecured means without keeping any security. Unsecured negotiable instrument, it means the price of certificate goes ups and down. To procure short term finance, here commercial bank and other financial institutions are raising funds for short term period, and against that they are issuing a certificate that is called certificate of deposit. But it is different from fixed deposit certificate, because FD certificate is also issued by bank. So what is the difference here? Certificate of deposit is negotiable, and that's why it can be sold or transferred to some other person, whereas FD is not negotiable, that's why it cannot be sold or transferred. And the price of certificate of deposit must be minimum rupees 1 lakh. Below 1 lakh rupees, certificate of deposit cannot be issued. These are important points regarding certificate of deposit. Next one is bills of exchange, I think. Commercial bills. Next topic, commercial bills. Commercial bills. In commercial bill, two parties are involved. One is buyer and other is seller. Whenever a buyer is, this topic you have already done in 11th standard accountancy, bills of exchange, in which two parties are there. One is a seller and other is buyer, but both are a trader. One is buyer and other is seller. So whenever seller is selling goods to buyer on credit, against that he is issuing a paper, a receipt, in which he is taking the signature of buyer and taking the promise to pay the amount after a certain time period. That signature paper which is given by buyer, that paper is called commercial bill or bills of exchange. For seller it is bill receivable, for buyer it is bill payable. Now according to textbook, commercial bills. Next one is commercial bill. Commercial bills. When goods are purchased on credit, the trader selling the goods draws means writing. He is writing a commercial bill on the other trader, means buyer trader, purchasing the goods. Here through bill he is taking the promise of buyer that he is going to pay this and this amount after 20 days, 30 days, maximum 30 days or 60 days or maximum 90 days. A commercial bill can be issued. Commercial bill is negotiable. Again, it is also negotiable. That's why commercial bill can be transferred from one person to another person. So commercial bill is negotiable and arises out of business transaction. It is an unconditional order. It is an unconditional order to pay certain amount in full. Means if seller is drawing a bill towards buyer, so only he has to mention the amount and the date on which buyer has to pay. He cannot put any other condition. Condition means if buyer fails to pay the amount, I will fetch his property. In this way he cannot put any condition. That's why this bill is called unconditional bill. Unconditional bill. There are many types of commercial bill. Means these are called by different names: exchange bill, hundi, inland bill, demand bill, foreign bill. The different names are there. When a bill is drawn by the seller, when a bill is written by seller towards buyer, then this bill becomes a trade bill. That time it is called a trade bill. Trade bill. But when this bill is accepted by the commercial bank, means when this bill is encashed means when seller is depositing the trade bill into the bank and amount is transferred from buyer's account to seller's account, that time it is called commercial bill. The bill if discounted by commercial bank deducting discount, for this bank is charging some discount. If the bank requires money, it can rediscount it with the financial institutions. Generally commercial bills are for the period of 30, 60 or 90 days. This is all about commercial bank. Last one is call money and notice money. Call money and notice money you have already done in economics. Call money and notice money is also known as interbanking transaction, which you have already done. Whenever any bank is facing the shortage of money, whenever any particular bank is facing the shortage of money, that bank is taking loan from another bank only for one day. For 24 hours they are borrowing money from another branch. This is called call money. This is called call money or interbanking transaction. And same, second one is notice money. When one bank is borrowing money from another bank for 2 or more than 2 days, then it is called notice money according to textbook. Commercial bank have to maintain a minimum cash balance. Commercial bank have to maintain minimum cash balance as per the rules and regulation of RBI, which is called cash reserve, which we have already done in economics also. One bank borrows money from other bank to maintain minimum cash balance, means whenever there is paucity of funds, means shortage of funds in any particular bank, then that time they are borrowing money from other bank. One bank borrows money from other bank in order to maintain minimum cash balance. All the banks have to maintain a ratio of cash reserve. So in order to maintain cash reserve ratio, in order to maintain minimum cash balance, one bank is borrowing money from other bank. For this reason, call money market becomes the important component of money market. Call money market includes call money and notice money. Call money market includes call money and notice money. Here, no mortgage is to be given for call money or notice money. Now, what is call money? When money is borrowed or lent for one day, it is called call money. Only when one bank is borrowing money from another bank, only for one day, then it is called call money. It is called call money or interbanking transaction, and the interest which is charged on this amount is called call money rate. When money is borrowed or lent for one day, it is called call money. It is a transaction of one day. Mostly banks are the participant in call money, so it is called interbank call money market or interbanking transaction. All the commercial banks have to maintain, again same thing is repeated, second line. So the bank having shortage of cash, the bank which is facing the shortage of money, they are borrowing money from other bank who has excess of cash. In short, loan of one day from one bank is called call money. Notice money, one line explanation. When same thing is done for 2 or more days, when money is borrowed or lent for 2 to 14 days, it is called notice money. So all the components of money market is completed. Treasury completed, commercial paper is completed, certificate deposit today we have completed. Next one is commercial bill is completed, and notice money and call money is completed. Next topic, capital market. Next topic is capital money market completed. Capital market. When cash inflow and outflow takes for a longer time period, then it becomes capital market. For example, whenever company is issuing shares, debentures, it is issued for long term period. That's why here inflow or outflow of cash comes under the category of capital market. Capital market. Financial market is mainly classified into two parts. Capital market. Financial market is mainly classified into two parts, capital market and money market. Now, capital market. Capital market includes again two parts, primary market and secondary market. Primary market and secondary market. Primary market and secondary market. Now, first of all, what is the meaning of capital market and what are its characteristics? Capital market. Characteristics, first of all. First point. Capital market is a market for long-term capital fund. It is a market for long-term capital fund. It is a market for long-term capital fund. Second one is instruments of capital market includes, means when cash inflow and outflow take place, what type of securities are bought and sold, that is given. Second point, government securities, debt instrument, securities of industrial enterprise like share debenture, simply can write share debenture, are the examples of or are the instruments of capital market. Are the instruments of capital market. Second characteristic, sorry. Third one is investment of fund is in long-term security, no doubt. In capital market, inflow and outflow, I have already told you, inflow and outflow of cash take place for longer period. That's why here securities, these are the examples of securities, share, debenture, debt instrument, then government securities. Government securities means whenever government needs money, they are issuing shares, debentures and other certificate in order to raise funds. So whatever certificate, whatever instruments they are issuing, that is called government securities. So government securities, share, debenture, generally companies are issuing share, debenture, that's why it is written industrial enterprise. Otherwise you can write simply government securities, debt instrument, share and debenture are the example of capital market. Third point here means in capital market. In capital market, inflow or outflow, or in simple language, investment. In capital market, investment is undertaken for long time period, for long term. Fourth point, because here inflow and outflow take place for a longer period, that's why for protecting the interest of investors, here regulation of SEBI is on the capital market in India. Means in India capital market is regulated by SEBI. Capital market is regulated by SEBI. Next, title of ownership of securities like share, debenture is transferred. All points are easy. Whenever a particular company is issuing share to some other person, suppose this person A, it means they are transferring the ownership of share to this person. That is called transfer of ownership is possible. Fifth, transfer of ownership transfer of ownership takes place in capital market. Next one is provides liquidity to financial assets. Provides liquidity to financial assets. Sixth point, provides liquidity to financial assets. Financial assets or financial instruments. Those who are talking, they may go out of the class. मेरे हिसाब से तो आपको आने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Provides liquidity to financial instruments. It means here share debentures are issued. We have already studied in SPCC that shares, the most important characteristics of share is that free transferability. Free transferability. So provides liquidity means whenever any shareholder needs money, he or she can transfer their share to some other person. Means bought and sold of share, debenture, other securities in capital market is possible. That's why it is written that it provides liquidity to financial instrument. Financial instruments means share, debenture, other government securities. Whenever any investor needs money, they can sell their share to some other person, they can sell their debenture to some other person and get the money on time. That is called free transferability. Provides liquidity to financial instruments. Last one is capital market is divided into two parts, which we have already done. 7th point, it is divided into two parts. First one is primary market, divided into two parts. Primary market and secondary market. And secondary market. Complete. चलो अगर आता है तो